What's up, Pure Living for Outdoors? What's going on, man? Can you hear me or not? This is the first time I've used this MacBook for this. What's going on, Kevin Hayes? Cool, thanks, man. Awesome. This is my first time actually doing a live stream, so bear with me here. What's up, Farmall Fanatic? Looky there, $5. Awesome, thanks, man. Everybody go check out Farmall Fanatic's channel. He does some awesome things. I think he just got some baby chicks. Pure Living, I've seen your reply. I've never done splits, but I've only got to 2 hives this year. And hopefully they're doing good. They look like they're doing great. And they made it through the winter. They're pretty busy, or active anyways. Laredo, Texas. Yeah, Pure Living, I might have to have some help. Never done it, so I don't want to mess anything up, that's for sure. What's going on, Brandon Burnham from Ohio? What the heck? Hey, Ken, $10. Wow. That's awesome. Thanks, Ken. This is my first live chat, so take it easy on me. Hey, Jay, what part of Missouri do you live? Another person from Ohio, Michelle Arnold. What's going on, Michelle? Nick, there are so many YouTube videos that will give you step by step on splits. Yeah, you're right, Nick. There's so many ways to do bees. You ask 10 people's opinions on how to do something with bees, and you'll get 10 different answers, it seems like, every time. DJ Small 50, yes, tonight the temperatures are supposed to drop down to 29, and tomorrow night I think it's the same as well. So we got to go through 2 nights of freezing temperatures, and hopefully the trees make it through, the ones that are bloomed out anyways. Cheryl's from Ohio also. There's a lot of people from Ohio in here. Jay Holcomb, right outside of Springfield. So you're not too far away, Jay. Thomas Thompson, Maryland. Keep on tubing. I'm going to try, man. It's a lot of fun. You guys make it fun and interesting. So all the comments on the videos are very well appreciated. Baby turkeys. Tanya, I hope to get just, even if I just get a few baby turkeys out of all the eggs that we've been putting in the incubator, I'll be happy. If you guys seen the video where I candled the eggs that we've already put in there, I think 3 of the 8 was fertile for sure. I'm pretty sure anyways. Vernon Young, yep, I'm in Ohio as well. A lot of people from Ohio. Jeff says, looks like you take good care of your place. Good job. We try hard, Jeff. Me and my wife both work full time, so coming home is a second job a lot of times when you have animals like we do. Yeah, hopefully everybody that has fruit trees makes it through this little freeze coming through. It's a bummer when you have nice trees with a bunch of blooms and then the Mother Nature takes over and freezes everything out. Heavenly Hill Farm drops $10. Awesome. I can't say it like Farmall does, man. He's energetic. He's awesome. Thank you, Heavenly Hills Farm. We really appreciate it. Lorna Gibson, $5. Awesome. So happy to see you doing your first chat. Thanks for coming in and watching, Lorna. Thanks for all the comments you guys leave, too. You guys are awesome. Heavenly Hills, thank you. Gotta go fix my chainsaw. Have a good evening. Thanks, Heavenly Hills. We'll see you next time. DJ Small, I was wanting to try to put a tarp or a sheet or something on the trees, and the things I read online said that the sheets wouldn't do enough to protect them. So I don't know. Farmall, ha ha. Farmall says, ha ha ha. I still got to get used to this, man. Maybe one day I can be as energetic as you can on here. Pure Living for Outdoors. I have a ton of peach trees, and they are all bloomed out. Man, you better hope you don't get this freeze they're talking about. That's why we quit trying to raise the peach trees here, because they bloom out too early, and you know how Oklahoma goes with the freeze and the frost. Verna Young, $5. Thank you, Verna. That's awesome. We really appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in and watching this live chat. Amy, hello from California. Hope your fruit trees make it through the cold night. I do too, Amy. Farmall, you don't want to be me, man. Nah, I don't want to be you. I could use some of your excitement, though. Tanya, I haven't got fruit trees off my trees in 3 years. They always get hit by the frost. Where did you say you're from, Tanya? The picture is fuzzy and you need a light closer to you, says my wife. I don't have another light in here. Lorna, on the first batch of eggs we put in, there's 2 more weeks left before they hatch. Hopefully the ones that I candled and said were fertile are fertile. I might candle some more tomorrow when I put this next batch in, and then hopefully I'll know for sure. Pure Living for Outdoors, I got to run. Thanks, man. Appreciate you coming in. Colorado, Velvet Reynolds. You're lucky if your fruit trees haven't started blooming yet, but you guys probably have cold temperatures probably way into April, I would imagine. DJ Small, we always use them on our peach trees, and it worked. My mom did it a lot. Man, DJ, if I can find an old sheet, it's worth a shot. I mean, it ain't going to hurt anything. It might knock off a few blooms, but... Tanya, Colorado. Ken, it is hard to read and talk at the same time, especially the first time doing it. My wife is downstairs taking care of Kaya. She was up all night. I think she got the stomach bug. She was up all night throwing up, so. See you later, Taylor. Jay, we used to raise cattle. We used to have, I think we had 6 heifers at one time, but we have 20 acres here, and to be able to take care of them and give them the shots and everything you need to do, we don't really have the facility to do so. And just raising, you know, a few cattle doesn't, it's hard to justify buying like a chute and a corral system for them to handle them properly. And it was kind of dangerous. So I had some mama cows that were heavy bred, and trying to get them taken care of, about got stepped on a few times. Kevin says, anxious for turkey hatching. Me too. I really hope we got some that's fertile. Bumblebee Junction. There you are, Mark. What's going on? Everybody, if you have any gardening questions, go hit up Bumblebee Junction's channel. and he's probably already got a video on how to do something that you're wanting to figure out how to do. Mark and Tina have an awesome YouTube channel. Go check them out. Hey, United We Stand, what's going on, man? Stacy, you're doing great so far. Thank you. Mark says, Bumblebee Junction says, hang coffee cans of charcoal in the lower limbs to keep heat rising through the trees. You should only have to refill them once or twice through the night. That's something to try for sure. How many fruit trees do you have, Mark? Keep calling you Mark. I mean Bumblebee Junction. Mary Dunn, all hope baby girl feels better. She's feeling better, but like I said, they were up all night, and I think she's finally taking a nap. Yeah, the Jay Holcomb, the cattle market around here, it's kind of stable, but it goes way down and then it comes back up, but it's still not doing great. Sheets help unless you get wind, and then anything will beat the blooms off your trees. Tanya, that's why I didn't try the sheets yet. If you guys see my video I posted today, it's super windy outside, and I think the sheets or tarp or anything I put on the trees would cause way more damage. Ken, Bumblebee Junction always has a solution. He has a solution for everything or an answer for everything anyways. This guy has a lot of knowledge. Bumblebee, do you get late freezes or frost where you're at? Khaki64 says, howdy from Kentucky. Hey there. How's it going, Khaki? Guys, if I miss one of your comments or something, bear with me. He wasn't lying when he says this is hard to talk and read at the same time. I don't know how some of these bigger channels do it when the chat's is flying up and down with all the comments. Bumblebee, I think the winds are 30 to 40 miles per hour, but they're supposed to die down in the night, so I don't know. That's when the freezing temperature is supposed to come. I hope it stays windy, because I did read if it's windy, it'll kind of keep the frost off of the trees. Stacy, here from Vermont. Welcome, Stacy. Thanks for coming and checking out the live stream. Verna has a chance of snow here tonight. Man, I'm glad we're not getting any snow. The spring's here. Everything's greening up. The trees are budding out. Everything's starting to bloom. I'm ready for spring and then summertime to get here. Ireland. Daniel is from Ireland. Awesome, Daniel. Thanks for coming in. Linda, you might be able to slow the feed. I'm not really sure. Let me don't mess nothing up. It's not going too fast right now. Anyways. United We Stand, you did mention the smoke pots. I didn't know what you were talking about exactly. So you were talking about the tin cans with coal, charcoal, or whatever in it. I'm trying, Jay. Thank you. Bumblebee says we should still Dutch his cow and barbecue it in the orchard. Hey, it works for me. I got some expanded, or some grates that we could throw on top of a fire and barbecue that sucker. Daniel from Arm Family Homestead has his wife DJ as his co-pilot. She reads, he talks. You brought me a light. Thank you. All right. Hold on, there's Kaya. She's been sick, so she's in her nightgown, but you feeling better? You got a headache. I'm gonna plug the slide in real quick. All right, tell them bye.
Bye, guys.
Go rest, okay? All right, they brought me a light. They were afraid it was too dark, so. All right, let me scroll back up here. How old is your Tom? I find they're not good till they're 2. He's supposed to be 2 years old, and I'm beginning to think that he might be too big because I seen him standing on some of the hens, but I'm not sure if he did what he's supposed to do. He might have once or twice, but I'm not sure if he got all the hens. Judy says hi from Texas. Henry says South Carolina here. Verna, been raining all day, almost 60, but a slight chance of snow with rain tonight. Daniel at Arms Family Homestead does that. He has an awesome channel. He has the Kiko goats, which is pretty similar to our Spanish goats. They're both breeds of meat goats, and he has that high tunnel. And yes, he does. He is a good gardener. Khaki says, everyone hit that thumbs up button for Hidden Heights Farm. Thanks, Khaki. Yes, guys, hit that thumbs up. Kevin, I sold my meat smoker I had. I had a nice smoker. It was a reverse flow smoker that I had. It was built as a trailer, so it was mobile. But I ended up selling it just because we didn't use it enough. I need to get another smoker, just a smaller one. Todd Lejeune, hello everyone from Reap What You. So, hey Todd, how's it going? Yeah, Kaya's feeling a lot better. She was pretty puny all night and this morning, and she finally got some rest, so hopefully she's on the mend. Dwayne, howdy. What's going on, Dwayne? Hi from Missouri. All right, guys, I'm way behind on my chat. Mystic Tiger said, how's Bear doing? He's doing great. He's taking all the antibiotics, and he seems to be doing like he's back to normal. So he's an older dog, so he's still, you know, slow to get around. But Mark, hopefully here in about the 1st of June, we'll start having some babies with these Spanish goats. Lori says, no, he's not too big. Mine are much bigger. He'll figure it out. I hope so. Kevin, keeping on axle mobility. Yeah, the last one I had, we used to haul it to family gatherings and stuff. It was nice. It was just, I didn't use it enough to justify having it. Some guy really wanted it and offered me good money for it, so I went ahead and sold it. Bumblebee says, don't buy a trash can smoker. No, I like those type of smokers for, you know, easy use, but it's hard to get away from using real firewood, you might say. We have a lot of timber here, so we have all these trees, and it's nice to be able to go cut your own tree down and split it up and throw it in your smoker. Ronnie says it's snowing in Indiana. Hopefully spring comes to us all here soon and stays. Todd, yes, this is my first time going live. Real man burn trash in barrels and smoke meat on smokers. I agree, Mark. I like doing it the traditional way. Linda, I got the truck running and I'm waiting on a hydraulic company. Well, I say hydraulic company. Mechanics at a hydraulic shop to rebuild the hydraulic cylinder. As soon as I get it back, I'll throw it on and hopefully it'll be good to go. United says we should ask AOC how to save the fruit trees. I don't think too many people agree with her, but DJ says, what are you planning on putting in your garden when all the freeze has passed? Well, I'm way behind because, as you know, you can plant onions and cold crop stuff right now, and I don't have anything in there. But as soon as our last freeze date is gone, well gone, we'll start putting probably tomatoes and squash, things like that in the garden. Cucumbers. Hey, Freaky Geek, what's going on? Verna says, ever think of planting a couple of Chicago hardy fig trees? I got a friend at work that has some fig trees, and they're pretty good. I've never been around any fig trees, though, but I wouldn't be opposed to planting some. Rain, snow in Indiana. Would a turkey fig survive the location? I'm not sure. No snow in England. I'm hoping we're done with snow. Yeah, I sure don't want to see no more snow. Bumblebee. Keeping it Dutch. Well, there he is. I was wondering when you were going to get on here. I need some tips, man. This isn't as easy as it looks, trying to keep up with all this and reading and talking. Ken, I still got the peppers growing in the shop. They're not growing very fast. So I hit up Bumblebee Junction and asked him what I needed to do. I got them under a high pressure sodium light, but they're just not growing. They're still pretty small. So I asked Bumblebee Junction what I needed to do, and he told me to try a different type of potting soil. So I ordered that, and I just got it in yesterday. So I'm going to start some new seeds with that stuff. Hope you're feeling better, Dutch. Mystic Tiger, yes, we do can. Me and my wife, we both enjoy canning. We try to can whatever we can. Last year we did a lot of pickles. We do jellies and jams, and we try to do a little bit of everything. Been a long winter for many, but Nebraska and North Dakota and South Dakota have been hurt from flooding. Yeah, that flooding, man, that's done a damage up there. Dutch says, I just woke up. The sinus infection is the worst I've ever had. When are you going to put out a new video, Dutch? Everybody's waiting. It's been a few days. Yeah, Ken, I was just experimenting with the potting soil, and when I started that little batch of peppers and tomatoes, I bought one of those LED grow lights on Amazon, and I'm not real happy with it. I don't think it did what it was really supposed to do, like they say it does. I'm not a fan of them, I don't think, because it didn't produce any heat at all either, and it was super cold all winter. So I went ahead and plugged in the high pressure sodium light. That thing puts off some heat, so I don't have to use the heat mats anymore. Thanks for stopping in, Jay. We'll see you next time. Lorna, we've never really made any pickled eggs. We have put some in a brine and ate them that way, but I've never canned any. Dutch says, you make your own dried pepper like at Pizza Hut? Yes, we made several different kinds of dried pepper. We dehydrated jalapenos, habaneros, some scorpion peppers, and then put it in a blender and made pepper flakes. And we spiced chili. You can put it on anything. It works great. And it's fresh. Yeah, guys, if you raise quail, go check out Keeping It Dutch's channel and his new quail feeders. Supposedly, he says they don't make any messes anymore. "35 people in here. Wow. I was thinking I was going to be sitting here and waiting for one person to come in, and everybody started popping in, so appreciate it. Ruby's Roo, hey, how are you? Glad you stopped by. Guys, sorry if I'm talking too loud. I'm not sure how it sounds on your end. Hey, Dutch, Mark over at Bumblebee Junction said you should bring your cow over so we can barbecue it underneath my pear tree so the frost don't get the blooms. Judy says, love your channel. Thanks, Judy. We appreciate it. ICU8, hello from Connecticut. Dwayne, we'll see if Dutch can't hook me up with some eggs. If he does, I might try to incubate some and raise some, man. A little video he did of cooking those quail looked really good. Yeah, Dutch, I want some quail eggs as soon as they start laying. Arthur, hello from Texas. Hey, Arthur, how's it going? Ruby, I'm well, thank you. Ruby, are you supposed to get some snow tonight as well? Sounds fine on my end. Thanks, Ken. Tammy, just finished watching you video and this popped up. Thanks, Tammy, for stopping in and always watching my videos, Tammy. You're awesome. We can adjust your volume. Yeah, that's true. Mystic, yes, the turkeys are still laying eggs on the ground. I just got 2 more this morning. They made a little hole in the corner of their coop, and they're laying in that hole, which I'm fine with it. Spanish goats, can't go wrong with those either. Ontario, Canada, says Tammy. It's probably still really cold up there. I think I'm going to give a set of quail away at the Together in May that Daniel's doing. That's a good idea, Dutch. All trucks are yellow here in South Carolina. Good for sinus. Is that from the pollen, Henry? Another person from UK, Nanny Bluebell. Hey, Nanny, thanks for stopping in. We appreciate it. Gloria Strop. Hi, y'all. Hello, Gloria. Gloria, it's giving me $5 super chat. Awesome, Gloria. We really appreciate it. This is my first time doing this live stream, guys, so bear with me. And thank you so much for the super chat, Gloria. My family appreciates it. Ruby's in Michigan. All right, let's see. Kevin, I greatly appreciate it. James says he's moving to 50 acres this summer and always looking to learn from you guys. Thanks, James. We appreciate every single one of you guys watching and commenting, the advice, everything you guys do for our channel. It keeps us making these videos and it makes it interesting for us. So, yeah, Henry, the oak and the oak trees here mainly is what everybody gets their vehicles covered in pollen with. And they are not blooming out or budding out yet, but it's coming pretty quick. Yeah, Dutch, I can't do it like Farmall does. He came in and dropped a 5-bomb on me, but I can't yell on here like he does. He's got a lot of excitement in his super chat. Yeah, make it rain. Rainmaker. I've had a lot of people wanting these hats, and I don't even know where you get them. My friend, we got a family friend that works for a company, and one of their vendors gave them some hats, and that's how I got this hat. I just like it, and I wear it. So, Tanya, you have a nice channel. Thank you, Tanya. Ruby, love your channel. Thanks, Ruby. We appreciate you. The ones that are always commenting on my videos and stuff, it's easy to remember you guys, and we won't forget it. How many Spanish goats do you plan to raise? We hope to get about probably 60 nannies eventually is our goal. These are all DNA registered, so they're a little more expensive, so it's hard to go out and just buy all the nannies at once. So we started off with 11, I think, nannies, and we're just going to try to keep breeding them until we get our numbers up. Reap What You Sow says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, guys. Don't forget that. Dutch, if we get several of the little bucks born, then I'll probably ban one and make one a weather, and we'll try to barbecue one or something. Yeah, for sure. We will butcher a black Spanish goat, hopefully. It might not be till next year because they're not due till the end of May. So they say about 75 pounds is ideal to butcher goats. Yeah, Dutch missed all the super chats because he was sleeping. Henry says it's blooming idiots here. Donna says, love your channel. Thank you, Donna. We appreciate it. Bonnie, love your videos. Family friendly. Thank you, Bonnie. You're one of the subscribers that's always commenting, and it's appreciated. Bumblebee Junction, $2. Save the fruit trees. Fun or buy some barbecue sauce. Thank you, Bumblebee. It's appreciated. Dutch, you're late, man. I already talked about the dump truck. No, I haven't been using it yet. It's running and everything, but I can't use the dump bed until I get the hydraulic cylinder back from getting new seals put in it. DJ says, I watch your videos as soon as I get the notification, and 99.9% of the time I don't see anything. DJ, I'm subscribed to several channels on here, and I don't think any of the notification bells work for me. I noticed it first with Dutch's channel. I don't get any of his notifications when he posts a new channel. I don't know what's going on. Tanya says, I don't see the thumbs up button on here. Tanya, I'm not sure if you're on a computer or phone, but it's different on both, so I'm not sure either. Ken, it's okay. I know Dutch can't afford Super Chat. He's been buying all that quail feed from the quail has been wasting all the feed on his floor in his garage. He ought to just let them run loose on the floor, then he wouldn't have any wasted. Bonnie says, never eaten goat. What does it taste like? Bonnie, we have not, or let me say, I have not ate a lot of goat. I have eaten it a couple times, and from my experience, it's a cross between deer and beef. It was really lean, and it does have its own flavor, but it's not bad at all. Ken, I'll give my Super Chat in quail eggs. That'll work, Dutch. Colin Charlton. My wife had 38 goats at one time. She loved them all. Yeah, we like all our goats too. You get attached to them. Especially when you don't have a lot of goats. You kind of, you know them all pretty much one by one. Dutch needs a car with an oil leak to park in that garage with all that free absorber. You're right. That would work, Bumblebee. You're doing things right. Thank you. And well, Gloria says goat meat is sweet tasting. You're right, it is kind of a sweet tasting, but I've had different breeds of goats, and goats that were raised on grain and goats that were raised on grass, and every one of them is different. It really depends on how they're raised, whether it's a boar, or a buck, which you don't want to eat because they kind of have that gamey taste if they haven't been castrated. Dutch, let's see. Ruby said, do you drink the goat's milk? Ruby's, my daughter was born with a cow milk. She was allergic to cow milk, so we had to start raising a couple of Nubian goats and milk them twice a day to have the milk for my daughter because she couldn't drink cow milk. She couldn't drink any formula since she was a baby. So that's where we started off with the milk goats, and yeah, we used to drink it all the time, and we really liked it. Dutch says more goat videos. I'm trying, man. Kevin, where's the boss tonight? James, she's downstairs taking care of Kaya. She was up all night throwing up. Our daughter was. So they were up all night together. No more feed on the ground. I made the ultimate no-mess quail feeders. Hey, man, those look pretty nice. They look like they work great for you. Pretty good design. When you do goat videos, is it the goats that carry the camera? I wish the goats would carry the camera and I'd have an extra hand to carry feed or hay. Bonnie says, your goats are unique, very beautiful animals. Love watching them. Thank you, Bonnie. We did a lot of research, and these black ones that stood out for us. We really like the way they look. Right now, they're kind of looking pitiful because that cashmere, their undercoat's starting to shed away because of warmer temperatures. So hopefully, as soon as that's done, as soon as they're done shedding, they'll be slick looking again. Dutch, do you eat all the quail to accomplish no mess? Gloria, saw your video on that, Dutch. Berna, fresh goat's milk is really good. A lot of people try it and they say that it don't taste good, but all it is it's different than cow's milk. If you were raised on cow's milk, then you taste goat's milk and you're like, oh, this don't taste good because usually people are expecting it to taste like cow's milk. But after you drink it for a while, it's really good. Dutch has been out there sweet talking his broccoli. Yeah, James, I know what you meant when you said the boss. We are in West Texas, and we love your channel. What part of West Texas are you in, Colin? I had a good friend that used to live in Odessa, and we made the trip out there a couple years ago. A lot of oil field and cotton fields is all I saw. Reap what you sow. Kevin, are y'all going to the shindig? Me and Dutch was talking about it. I might go there with him. I don't know yet. Ruby goat's milk is very good for you. It has a lot more butter fat than cow's milk. And it makes really good cheeses. We also made some cheese with it because we had so much. Ken, live goat feed. Strap a GoPro on its head. Maybe a Daisy cam. Don't think I haven't thought about it. If I can figure out how to get the Wi-Fi out there to one of them, I might do it. Are you growing out your beard again? If so, I'll give you some of Dutch's beard oil. I might be trying to. I need a haircut really bad. Love your videos, Kevin, and your kids are awesome. Thank you, Gloria. We appreciate you watching all the time. We need Bumblebee to have an Eastern get-together. Yeah, Bumblebee. You could just let people come to your garden and just pick out the fresh vegetables out of your yard. You wouldn't even have to go to the grocery store. East Texas here. Dwayne. Dwayne, I bet East Texas. I've been through, we came back from Florida through Louisiana and came through Northeast Texas. Man, they had a lot of curvy roads. Myrna, I'll gladly take any and all cashmere off the goats. Goat's milk is sweeter and thicker. I love goat's milk, but hate that which is sold in the grocery stores. Yeah, I've heard that goat's milk in the grocery store does not taste anything like fresh goat's milk. Bonnie says, hope your daughter feels better soon. Thank you, Bonnie. She's already feeling better, and she hasn't been sick for a while, so hopefully that's gone. Tina says, keep up with your channel. Love the goats. I am interested in the Spanish breed. Maybe mix with my Kikos. They make a good crossbreed goat. Sheep milk is the best. Never tried sheep milk. Lori says, sheep milk is the best. You drink it all the time, Lori, or just sometimes? Todd says, hope you all come to the shindig. Going to have a good time meeting everyone. I bet there will be a good turnout, especially with Dutch and Daniel's channel both kind of promoting it. I think it's about 3 hours from where me and Dutch live. Bonnie says, what do you do with the cashmere? Bonnie, this is our first year raising the Spanish goats with the cashmere, and we don't harvest it or anything. We just let them naturally shed it. And so the only way I know that we use it is let the birds get it and make their nest with it. I put my goat's milk on ice immediately. But Tina, that was one thing we did when we milked the goats we had. We would bring it straight in and put it in the refrigerator as soon as possible. And it seemed to make a big difference as well. Card it and make yarn out of it. A lot of people do harvest the cashmere and make really cool stuff out of that. Kevin, you and Bumblebee Junction should do broccoli challenge. Dude, I ain't challenging Mark to any kind of gardening challenge. I promise you that. I don't like losing, for one. Chicken milk rolls. Now all I got to do is figure out how to milk a chicken. Yeah, my wife says Kevin hasn't been feeling well lately. He's in sugar withdrawals. So I am a type 2 diabetic, and I had a doctor's appointment the other day, and my A1C was super high. And I haven't been feeling real well lately, so I've cut out all sugars, not even sugar-free stuff, just no sugars. The only sugars I've had is in bread. So I'm dealing with that right now. I've been having headaches every day and stuff, trying to get over it. So I've never heard of milking sheep either, to be honest. I know people do it, but I've never really thought about it, I guess. Bumblebee, Dutch, I know you and Daniel are scared, but why do that to Kevin? I thought you were friends. Mark, I'm not stupid. I know he's just trying to get me to lose at something I know I can't win. Lori, I used to have milk sheep East Frisian. I don't drink it anymore. Ruby, I've been taking I took it for like 2 weeks, the cinnamon capsules, and then I quit taking it, so I really don't know if it helped me or not. Can you make butter from goat's milk? Lorna, I'm not actually sure if you can or not. We never did. I would say yes, because they have a lot of butter fat or cream. Do a contest who can build the highest compost pile. I think Mark would win on that as well. Dutch says, we all know Mark has the best garden on YouTube because of Tina. Yeah, you're right, Dutch. She probably does all the work, and Mark probably just bosses. Tammy, I know bread is horrible. Horrible. It's just the process of trying to wean myself off of all this bad stuff. And I love Reese's more than anything, and that's been the hardest thing, is stay away from the Reese's candy. Dutch, you don't want to go head-to-head with Tina in the garden. I'm sure both of you are awesome gardeners, Bumblebee. Lori says they have big dairies in Wisconsin. That's the cheese state, right? DJ says, so am I type 2 diabetic? My A1C level was 16. My doc about fell over. Wow, that's super high. This is the highest mine ever has been. Mine was a 9.9 this go around. I'm not doing a hot pepper eating contest. I can eat hot peppers, but I don't want to hurt myself. Gloria, Reese's candy is my downfall too. It's hard to stay away from it. So I've been, I haven't had anything really bad since Wednesday, and my blood sugar, I can't get it below 200. I don't know why. Ruby says Reese's Big Cups are my downfall. Man, all the Reese's candy are so good. If I see them, I just always grab them. So I went to the grocery store this morning and had to go through the candy aisle, and it was hard. Vitamin A helps with sugar, headaches, and cravings for sugar. Thanks, Lorna. I'll look into that. Rachel, if you have the pepper challenge, I want to see the vlog. Laugh out loud. Hey, Dutch, I guess we could grow some peppers and put on a pepper eating contest for other people and give them a prize. They should each have to eat a hot pepper the other one grew. I'm not growing any super hot peppers anymore. It seems like they just go to waste because nobody hardly eats them. Thank you, Bonnie. Thanks for stopping in, and thanks for all the support you give our channel. What's going on, Clueless Homesteaders? Myrna says, when you're craving sugar, sprinkle a little salt on your hand and lick it off. Will kill the craving for a bit. I will try that. Yeah, we have a little Debbie plant that's about 30 miles from where we live, and they have a little outlet store. So if there's a date code or something printed wrong on the box, they mark it way down. You can get it out of there spending $50 and come out with a truckload of little Debbies. And sometimes we used to stop in there and it wasn't good. We'd come home with a whole pantry full of little Debbies, because you can get out of there to spend $20 and have tons and tons of little Debbies, anything you can think of. Bread is really bad for a diabetic. Yes, it's horrible. I did buy some whole grain wheat bread, which was I compared, and that had the lowest sugar content of any of the breads I could find at Walmart. So I bought a loaf of that to try. Only thing. Yeah, one day Rachel was cooking chili and she accidentally grabbed a mason jar of some of the dehydrated peppers that we do, and I didn't label them, and it was either the ghost pepper or scorpion peppers, and man, it lit us all up. She put it in a whole pot of chili. She thought it was jalapeno. Lori, we make habanero jelly quite a bit. Tina says, oh my, now I want to go buy me a candy bar. Today's the first day I haven't had the headache, so I think I'm looking up now. Mystic says lost sound. If you lost sound, Freaky Geek says to refresh. Later, Todd. Thanks for stopping in. Lorna, supper's on the table, so bye. Thanks, Lorna. Thanks for stopping in for my first chat. I appreciate it. Can you hear me now, Mystic Tiger? Bumblebee says, habanero jelly sounds awesome. We make jalapeno. So we made jalapeno and we made habanero. And they're both really good with anything. I even like it just plain on toast. Ruby, apple cider vinegar is good for high blood pressure. You're right. It is good for a lot of stuff. I need to get me some more of it. Clueless says, we made frozen strawberry margaritas tonight. Better than a candy bar. Yeah. That sounds pretty good. You can buy it in pill form. Is it me or just a little bit of feedback? Freaky says he's getting a little feedback when I talk. Have you refreshed, Freaky? That might help. I did take the apple cider vinegar there for a while. It always gave me a heartburn, but I drink mint tea with honey and apple cider vinegar each night, says Judy. I'll have to try that, Judy. That don't sound bad. James, this is my first time doing it. I just kind of wanted to get on and make sure I knew how to do it and see how it went. I'm really surprised I got the people in that I did. It's awesome. So, yeah, I plan on doing it again. Bear Paw, it is nasty weather. We got 40-mile-per-hour winds, and I think it's 40 degrees, and it's like misting. It's not great outside. If it was sunny, I'd be outside doing something. Got all my chores done, so. What happened to Dutch? Dutch probably went, I'm sure he went back to sleep, probably. He's fighting a sinus infection right now. Ruby Bear's doing awesome. Or Ruby's Rube Bear is doing awesome. Took all his antibiotics. He's back to normal. He's an older dog, so he still has his days, but that's to be expected in these Great Pyrenees. You look so serious, Kevin. Guess that is you streaming to read. Yeah, it's hard for me to read on this little screen. Talking and reading, it's not the easiest for me anyways. Freaky says, for the first time going live, it's going great. Thanks, Freaky. Appreciate it. Freaky says, read or think. Yeah, my wife and Kai brought me this light because it was so dark in here. I've started having sugar problems. The best advice is it tastes good, spit it out. You're right, Gaston. There's not very much stuff you can eat that does not have sugar. And even the stuff that says it's sugar-free, from what I read, sugar alcohol isn't that great for you as well, but I've got to study up more on it. Yes, Bumblebee, I'm a very deep thinker, so I concentrate. United said, I thought Marines were tough. Yeah, this sinus infection's got Dutch down. It's had him down for several days. He hasn't even posted a video. By being a diabetic for 10 years, I no longer eat candy. It was a hard habit to break. We have an inch of snow on the ground now. Heavy snow. Brr. Stay safe, DJ. Bumblebee, you're a 8404 corpsman with the Marines. Awesome. Princess of Faith, hello, first time here. Hey, Princess, how are you? Thanks for stopping in. Gloria, I need to go to bed. Great live. God bless you and your family, Kevin. Thank you, Gloria, for stopping in, and thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. Tina was a biomed equipped tech in the Army. Awesome, Mark. I didn't know that. Thank you both for your service. United we stand. Thank you, too. Bearpaw, I did do a live chat once, but it wasn't anything similar to this. I set up an old cell phone out in one of the pastures with the goats just to test out the Wi-Fi out there and to see how this live chat worked on a cell phone. But you're right, yes, I did have the goats out there, and that's when Bear was sick. Cheryl, poor Dutch. I feel his pain. We're all down with this sinus crap. Yeah, I've been taking allergy medicine for a couple weeks now. Monica, hey from Florida. Hey, Monica, thanks for stopping in. You probably got great weather in Florida, I imagine. Yes, this is the first live indoors that I'm actually in the house doing it. Verna, how long before you retire and do this stuff full time? Verna, I wish I could do that, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. Tammy, I remember that live on cell phone. Yes, that was actually my first live. So this is actually the second time that I've actually went live, but first time of me actually sitting in here where I can hear or read and you guys could actually hear me because it was super windy that day. Tammy, allergy medicine will up your sugars. I need to check that out. You're right, Tammy. Freaky, running away to have to look for a cat. Good luck with that, Freaky Geek. Cats are a mess. Skeeter's a mess. I think I hear him trying to sniff underneath the door, wanting in here. Mystic Tiger, yes. Daisy got out one time. I think it was the second day after she got her surgery done. She jumped the fence and came right back. I stuck her in the fence and I led her to where she was jumping over the fence, and I had her jump up on the fence, and she hit her nose on the electric fence, yelped and ran, and has not even tried to get out anymore. And she's not even in the same side of the pasture where she has the electric fence. So we're going on about a month and a half now, so it worked. Kevin says, thanks to all who serve and served. Yes, all the service members are well appreciated. Verna says, what is your next animal to buy? Stay away from steroids. It raises your blood sugar. Verna, so we've always raised hogs on the farm, and our last venture with hogs, we started raising heritage hogs, which were just free range on 2 acres on the small pasture we have where our goats were kept this last winter. And we did pretty well with the red wattles. We sold, I think we had 2 litters of 12, and we ended up selling 24 baby pigs the first go around. And then I sold the moms or the sows, and we went with some large black hogs and had 2 big litters out of them, and they didn't do as well. And the hog prices around here, and I think the whole country, are so cheap, it's hard to make any money at them. So our next purchase probably will be a couple of hogs for our own butchering purposes. We won't raise any more babies to sell. Not in the near future anyways. But yeah, we're drawing out plans right now to build another hog pen, just a smaller area, and that will be our next purchase, I'm sure. Unless Dutch gets me the quail here pretty quick, gets me some eggs, and then we might raise some quail up. Just hit an hour on live stream. Maybe you could get a poster of a goat and pin it on that bare sheetrock wall behind you. I need something back there, that's for sure. I'm upstairs in a bonus room, and this is really my kids' room. That they have their TV and their PlayStation and their Legos and all that. And Kaya has her art stuff up here. And then I have my little corner over here with my computer and my office desk. That's interesting, Bumblebee. That's cool. You and your wife should do a favorite food cooking video. We might try something here soon. I would have liked to use that griddle this morning and get up and cook another breakfast, but man, those north winds were brutal this morning. They grow a lot of York Duroc crosses around here. Seems like a good cross. Mark, we've raised about every hog breed there is, and my favorite for all around, good bacon, good pork chops, good everything, is a Hereford hog. So I think that's what I'm gonna try to get next time. A woman that likes to play in the dirt is priceless. Verna says, Dutch said he would send you some quail eggs. Make sure he does. Oh, he will. As soon as he gets some. I think his quail should start laying anytime. They should be about at the right age. Monica says, when are the first batch of turkey going to hatch? Monica, tomorrow will be week 2, so in 2 more weeks. Tina says, got my first Great Pyrenees puppy 2 weeks ago. Love him. Tina, Great Pyrenees is one of probably my favorite breed of dog that we've ever had. We've had a couple of them, but Bear's just irreplaceable. DJ says, there's nothing like butchering your own beef and pork and chickens way better than store. You're right, DJ. There's no way. There's no comparison between home-raised animals and going to the store and buying it. It's not the same at all. Mystic says, how's your little girl's cheek doing? You're talking about, I guess, when her little scooter accident, she fell and hit her cheek on the concrete driveway, She's doing a lot better. It healed up pretty nice. I don't think she's going to have a scar. Hopefully not. Bumblebee says they're about 6 weeks, so just 2 or 3 weeks till they lay. Bear Paw says, what state are you in again? Please refresh memory. Tennessee. I'm in Oklahoma, Bear Paw, northeast Oklahoma. We're really close to Arkansas, Missouri state lines. Verna says, yes, would be great if you do have more than 3 on the first hatching of turkeys. You're right, Verna. I hope so, but I'll take what I get. We just got the 3 hens, and I think only 2 of them have been laying because I've never had more than 2 eggs in one day. So, for those of you that don't know, me and Dutch has been best friends since 5th grade, and we went to school, graduated together, and he still only lives about 10 miles from me now. And we actually work for the same company as well. I was wondering what you were talking about, Bumblebee. On the turkey eggs, they take 28 days to hatch. The quail are amazing. The quail that Dutch has, I'm not sure what breed. From hatch date, from when they're day-old chicks to when they're 6 weeks old is when they start laying eggs, I believe, 6 to 8 weeks. That's amazing for any animal to start reproducing that early. Bear Paw Arms Family Homestead is about 3 hours south of us. He lives closer to the Texas border, so he's pretty much straight south of us. Except Kevin is better looking. So Verna says, so Dutch is like a heart brother to you. Yes, he is. Yeah, me and Dutch has been close for a long time now. Grew up best friends, played sports together, and stayed in close contact with each other. And now we even work with each other, which is really cool. We don't see each other at work. It's pretty rare, but we run across each other here and there. We both do different things for our company. Verna says heart kin is stronger than blood kin. I agree, Verna. Being blood kin doesn't mean anything anymore, I don't guess. Ruby, Kevin, what is Dutch really like? Dutch is just like he is on the videos. That's Dutch. He's you know, he stays real on his videos just like he is in real life. Was Blind says, hello, everyone. Thanks for coming in, Was Blind. Welcome. I've still got 30 people in here, it shows, and 59 likes. Hey, guys, if you haven't hit that thumbs up, hit that thumbs up button. Dutch's real name is Sean. It's hard for me to call him Dutch on here because I've always called him Sean growing up, so I had to get used to that. Tammy says, I can count on my friends more than my family. Tammy, you're right. I mean, you can still have a lot of strong family, but once you make a lifelong friend, you can almost always count on them. Bear Paw says, gotta love the Google machine. We were hanging out and 2,000 miles away. Yes, technology is awesome. It has come a long way, and it's just going to keep getting better, I believe. I cannot count on family. I don't have friends in real life. ICU8, why does he call himself Dutch? I believe he got that nickname when he was in the Marines. Pretty sure he got it from some of his fellow soldiers. Yeah, United. I'm pretty sure that he got it when he was in the Marine Corps from some of his friends or fellow soldiers that he served with. Bumblebee says, man, you are closing in on 3,000 subs, Kevin. That is awesome. Y'all tell your friends about Kevin. Yes, share my channel, guys. If you guys have Facebook or whatever, you can share some of my video links or my channel link on any of your social media. I'd appreciate it. My family would appreciate it. Seems like it's taking forever to get to 3,000, Bumblebee, even though that Dutch gave me a huge shout out from the beginning that I started this YouTube channel and got me up to like 2,400. And now it seems like it just takes time, which it does take time. That's fine. Mary Goat says, just wondering about Bear. He is so much bigger than the goats he protects. About how much does he weigh? Bear weighed 114 pounds at his last appointment at the vet. And I think he used to weigh like 120 something when he was younger. He doesn't have the appetite that he did when he was a younger dog. And he used to run on a lot bigger pasture that we have when he was young and way more active. So he ate a lot more and was more muscled up. The like button is shown if you close the live chat and stay watching, Kevin says. Cheryl says, I'm waiting for a gardening video to share on Facebook. Gardening is definitely my thing. Cheryl, we hope to have some gardening videos soon as the weather starts cooperating a lot better. Right now, it's not doing too good. And I got my garden tilled up that first time when it was wet, and now it's really a mud hole, so I need to till it up again before I start planting anything. So hopefully it'll dry out. Bumblebee says Dutch had name linked envy, so he went from Sean to Dutch. There's probably, Verna says, Kevin, I don't remember if it was Dutch that got me to watch you or that got me to watch Dutch. I'm going to say it was probably Dutch got you to watch my channel. He probably is responsible for probably about 85% of my subscribers, I'd say. And Bumblebee Junction has been a big help for our channel as well. If you guys want to see good gardening videos, go check out Bumblebee Junction's videos. We are going to try to mimic a lot of the stuff he does because he's so successful with his raised beds, and the rest of the stuff he does is amazing. Yes, he spells it, Dutch spells his real name S-E-A-N. Mary says Bear is a beautiful dog. Yes, he is a beautiful dog, and thanks to my wife, Rachel, for grooming him a couple weeks ago because he was looking pretty pitiful. Anyone that raises the livestock guardian dogs knows they live with the goats or cattle, whatever they protect. So that means sleeping in the hay and the straw and the barn in the mud and all the other bad stuff. So they're always filthy, and it's hard to keep them groomed, especially when they're running in the woods and the briars and get everything tangled up in their hair. They're super hard to brush out and maintain their grooming, but Rachel did a good job brushing him out. Was blind, is Dutch a relative? Dutch is not a relative. He's just been my best friend since 5th grade. And we've stayed close ever since. Cheryl says, my people will definitely come to your channel with a gardening video. Cheryl, we really hope we can get some gardening videos out soon. We've actually bought one of the raised beds, like Bumblebee Junction has the galvanized metal, and we have not even put it together yet, and we might put that in the video as well. And I ordered some sugar snap peas. That's one of my favorite vegetables to cook with anyways. Henry says the ox is slow, but the earth is patient. That's true. Cheryl says I came over from Dutch. Thank you, Cheryl. Dutch has sent me a ton of subscribers. He has about 90,000 more he could be sending over. He's about to hit 100,000, which is an awesome milestone. Me and Dutch actually started YouTube. I think he started just before I did, like 3 years ago, and I started putting out some videos, which they weren't very good. You know, it's hard when you first get started, which I'm still learning every day. Tammy, I came from Dutch too, but it was totally worth it. Tammy, you're an awesome subscriber. You've been with us since about day one that we really started taking off on this YouTube stuff. We appreciate you always watching and all your comments. Bumblebee says, Dutch says you are a heck of a gardener, Kevin. He brags on you all the time. Mark, we used to have really good gardens when we had a lot more time, and as the kids got older and their school stuff, sports, and all that, and me and Rachel both work full time, it's super hard to take care of the garden like it really needs to be done. So weeding is, oh man, that's my worst enemy, is keeping the weeds out. Ruby says, right, Rachel, Dutch's clickbait is legendary. Was Blind says, that is very nice to have a friendship that long. You're right. It's hard. It is hard to have, you know, keep your best friends. You know, after high school and everything else, people move off, and you lose good friends, especially if there's a long distance between you. And even Sean even went to the Marine Corps and was gone for a while out in California and came back. And luckily, he moved back close to home. So, and I do have a couple other friends that I see, you know, all the time, that grew up best friends as well that don't live far. So it's nice. Cheryl says, I've seen that great raised beds. The way Mark and Tina have their raised beds over at Bumblebee Junction seems like the only way to be doing gardens. It's just those galvanized beds. The cheapest I found was on Home Depot, and I think like a 4x9 or 40 inch by 9 feet was like $170, I think. So it's not cheap for those raised beds. Dutch met a lot of people in the 5th grade after 3 tries at it. Was blind. What is Dutch's channel? If you go to YouTube and go to the search bar, type in Keeping It Dutch. He's got a great channel. And like I said, he's about to hit 100,000 subscribers, which is amazing. Ruby, Dutch has come a really long way. He used to be really shy before YouTube. Like, I can't believe that he's even transitioned into where he is now. Vernon says, what is your biggest regret so far, Kevin? Oh, man. I don't know. I'd have to get back to you on that. That's a hard question. Kevin Hayes. Hey, Kevin, getting close to dinner time here. Watch you later. Hey, Kevin, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for always commenting and watching the videos and checking in here on this live stream. Cheryl, do you have a Tractor Supply Company near you? Yes, we do. It's about 15 miles from here. And I was just there this morning buying some rolls of goat fence that I still have to put up. Yoklahoma, welcome. Glad to see you here. How's it going? Bumblebee Junction says it's about what you get out of the beds in the end, not what you spend on them. You're right, Bumblebee. You know, if I can provide my family and friends with fresh vegetables like yours, it's totally worth it. And being that they are galvanized, they're going to last a long time. Lumber won't last as long as them, so as long as we still live here, they really pay for themselves. Tammy says, Rachel, you should get the kids to brush the black goats and have a contest to see who will fill a bag full first. Tammy, that's an awesome idea. I need to look at, see what, I need to research and see what kind of brushes they use for the cashmere. Was blind, check him out, definitely. You'll like his channel. Verna, you can always make your own raised beds instead of buying them. Verna, I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I was looking at lumber prices today. I really like the look of the galvanized like Bumblebee Junction has. They're just super expensive, and it would take a long time to be able to save up enough money to buy all the ones that we would need for the area that we're wanting to do. But I'm probably going to make a trip to Lowe's and purchase some treated lumber. Nowadays, the treated lumber that I've been looking at Lowe's is treated with copper instead of all these other chemicals. And so supposedly it's supposed to be safe to have vegetable gardens in. Yeah, Bumblebee. I won't get into that story, but yes, we did have people taking stuff out of our garden before that was not supposed to be here. Mary says, I'm from Ada, Oklahoma. Welcome, Mary. Awesome. Another Okie. Thanks for stopping in. Brenda K, quietly watching from my corner. Not a big talker or commenter, but love watching your channel grow. Thanks, Brenda. It don't matter if you comment or not. We appreciate everybody just watching. And thanks for stopping in this channel and leaving this comment. It's my first live stream, so thank you very much. Oklahoma, I do need some blackberry bushes. What we have around here is just a wild blackberry, and they do taste awesome. But I had a friend, his mom used to have a blackberry. I don't know what you would call it. She just raised all blackberries, and it was all the big thornless blackberries. And I never did get any plants, but I wish I would have. I would like to have a bed of just blackberry bushes. Tammy, that contest could go viral. It could go viral. Only thing is, these Spanish goats aren't quite tame as like some of the pygmy goats we have. So it'd be kind of hard for the kids to brush them out unless I tied them up or something. That might work. Mary, funny you asked that. Mary says, I've heard the best watermelons come from Oklahoma. Do you grow any? And yes, we try to grow them every year. If you see my garden spot that I just tilled in a couple videos back, I don't have a fence or anything around them, and our chicken's free range. So every time I get an abundance of squash, tomatoes, watermelon, cucumbers, it seems like every year the chickens come in and start pecking them, and once they do that, everything's gone. Anything that the chickens can reach, the chickens will eat and devour in no time. Tammy, I haven't seen Roots and Refuge vlog where they have the raised beds. I'll have to check it out. Hammer Slap just gave a $5 super chat. Awesome. Here's for a treat for Skeeter. We will make sure he gets a treat. That is, thank you so much. That's awesome. Rachel, tell Skeeter he can get a good treat out of this now. I heard him, I'm upstairs. I heard him sniffing under the door a while ago. Tina, definitely go check out Bumblebee Junction's channel. Ken, supper's done, belly's full, and my phone is back in my hand, but I've been here the whole time. Thanks for staying with us, Ken. Ken's been one of the subscribers that's been with us from day one as well, and he's very much appreciated. He's always leaving great comments and keeping things positive. Yoklahoma, do you have a picture of what you're talking about on the tin horns? That sounds pretty interesting. I might have you email me a picture or something. DJ says the tame blackberry has no thorns. You're right. The only thing about the big tame blackberries is compared to these wild ones that grows in our area, they're not as sweet, but they're still great, and I wouldn't mind to have some to plant. Yoklahoma says, I will pot you up enough to get you going. That would be awesome, Yoklahoma. My dad is wanting to, he just ordered a bunch of strawberry plants, and he's wanting to put together a raised bed just for strawberry plants. He even bought a net to go over it, so that's another project I got to work on pretty quick. Bumblebee Junction says to be sure to hit that thumbs up. Yes, guys, please hit the thumbs up. It'll help us out. Gaston, thank you for stopping in, and you're one of the ones that's always commenting positive on our videos as well, and that is very well appreciated. Thank you. Got another one, Tammy. It's at 70. Hey, Bumblebee Junction, thank you for stopping in. Guys, if you have not checked out Bumblebee Junction's channel, go check him out. You'll spend all night watching his gardening videos, I promise you. And I started watching him before I even knew that him and Dutch were friends. He has some great videos, and I learned a lot of stuff from him. I still do. I need to go back and watch a lot of his older videos.
What did you say?
Oh, someone gave Skeeter $5 on Super Chat for a treat.
Aw, thank you.
Rachel says thank you for giving that $5 Super Chat for Skeeter.
I'm washing dishes and doing laundry up, so I have to get off.
Oh. Brenda, I'm going to have to do something different because it's a lot of work to put in planting these strawberry or watermelons and cantaloupe. And they just about get ripe, and then the chickens start pecking them and eat them up. So you're right, I do need to figure out some kind of a fence. Hey, Yoklahoma, I left my email address on the last video. If you will email me some pictures, that'd be awesome. Apache thornless. Apache, there was a lot of Native American named blackberries I noticed. That's really cool. Tammy, it is 7:36 here. So it looks like you're an hour ahead of us. Yoklahoma, I'll just tell you my email address is hiddenheightsfarm@gmail.com. United says, blueberry season is just around the corner. You're right. We have a big blueberry farm. Well, actually, it's right by Dutch's house. He's about 10 miles from me, I think. And we usually go there, and I think it's like $25 a gallon to pick. And they have 7 or 8 different varieties. I would love to have my own blueberry bed as well. 72 now. Thanks for hitting that thumbs up, guys. Oklahoma says Bumblebee is awesome. We love Mark and Tina. They're great people. Man, anytime I got a question, I go to Bumblebee Junction. I'm actually friends with him on Facebook now. I send him a question, and he has an answer quickly for me. He knows what he's talking about on this gardening stuff. Put chicken fence around your garden to keep the chickens out. I'm going to have to. I don't mind. Usually we plant enough plants that I'm always picking extra squash or tomatoes and throwing over the fence for the goats and chickens. And they get a lot of extra scraps, and it's still not enough. They always go back to the garden. And it seems like about every year there'll be a Banny chicken that has a clutch of eggs underneath a tomato plant, and she hatches them out about every year. A lot of the Bannies I got right now came from a Banny last year. She laid an egg, or a whole clutch, like 16 eggs, and I think she hatched out 12 that she laid in the garden underneath the tomato plant, and I didn't even see them until they were hatching. She was very well camouflaged how she did it. And we like our chickens to free range. For one, there's so many bugs, ticks, and caterpillars, all kinds of stuff that they can eat around here, and it's like free feed for one, and two, it benefits us by them eating all the ticks. A lot of our bigger hens don't get out of the little goat pen because they can't really fly over the fence, but all the little Bannies, they fly over, and they're really active all over our place. Thank you, Yokohama. Yes, we do have an Atwoods. Well, I say we do. It's about 35 miles from here, but I do have access to one. Tammy says that's mostly because natives use the blackberries for eating, cooking, dyeing hides, and they graft plants and make different berries history. You're right. United We Stand says, I go to gravel yard fields. They grow wild. You have to fight the black bear for them. I don't think I'd be fighting any black bear for them, but I know that the bears love wild berries. Tina says, time to go and join your channel. God bless. Thank you, Tina. Thank you for stopping by the live chat. Tessa says, have you thought about using a fodder system to feed your birds? Me and Rachel was just talking about that a couple weeks ago. I don't know if I have the time right now to start a new project with the fodder system. It looks like it's pretty time consuming, but I'm definitely going to keep looking into it. So yeah. Yokohama says, I am ordering elderberry plants from 360 Farm. Atwoods has blueberry bushes. I picked 4 up more today. Oh man, there's so much I want to do. It's just having the time. When you work full time and then you have kids and sports and stuff, it's hard to have the extra time to do everything you need to do. And like this weekend, I need to be building the rest of the fence and be done with that project. And the rain and then the cold weather, it's always something, it seems like. Gracefield yards, gravel. I was wondering what you're talking about. Tammy, I'll try to explain what I know about a fodder system. Basically, it's a system you have. A lot of people do it to where it's like every 7 days you have a new, I'll say a little crop of like barley seed. And it's just, they grow just with water. And every day you have a new crop that just grows because it just sprouts. And it has like sprouts like this tall or however tall you let it get. And you feed it to your animals, and it's like really high protein food. I'm still learning about it, actually. I don't know too much about it, but it looks very interesting. Elderberry is good stuff. From what I've read, elderberries, really awesome stuff for fighting sickness and keeping your immune system up. Yokohama rocks. It's hard. Mike works full time, and we have greenhouses going up as soon as we can. Man, we really want to get a greenhouse. I think I'm going to talk to the extension agent like Daniel with Arms Family Homestead did, and try to get a grant to build one here on our place. I was just worried about the winds. You guys that watch the videos, you've seen in my videos, you can hear how the winds are up here. We live on pretty high altitude hill, and the winds get crazy up here. So he says they're really wind resistant the way he has his set up. So I think we're going to try to get one. Tessa, did you build your own setup for your fodder system, or did you buy one online, or what did you do? I'm really interested in it. I just don't know if I have the time to build all the stuff for one right now. Yokohama Rock says elderberry has more vitamin C than oranges. I think it has a lot of beneficial stuff. I know the pharmacies around here like try to sell the elderberry chews and elderberry gummies and all this elderberry stuff. It's like taking off like crazy, so it must really work. United says, Kevin, Graveyard Field is the name of a flat mountain valley in the Blue Ridge Mountains of western North Carolina. The valley is over 5,000 feet in elevation. Holy crap. That's awesome. United, I've actually been to the Blue Ridge Mountains. I went to the Gatorade plant out there and did some training, like 12, 13 years ago. We flew into North Carolina and we drove to Virginia. It's beautiful out there. It's awesome. Tessa says, I built it all by myself. So what all animals do you feed your fodder to, Tessa? Just your chickens or what? Oklahoma, the posts are anchored 2 foot down and corners are concrete, then lashed down. Are you doing yours yourself, Yokohama, or are you having a company build them? Or Tessa says, I watched a bunch of videos and then figured out what would work for me. I've been watching a lot of videos on the fodder system as well. I just need to take the time and really just go get all the supplies and just do it. .360 Farms is in Muskogee. Okay. Exceeding 6,000 feet, it has 3 waterfalls with pools to swim. Wow. That sounds amazing. Hey, Annette, how are you? Glad you stopped by. We're doing well. I say we're doing well. Kaya was up all night sick, but the rest of us are doing well. How are you doing, Annette? Bumblebee isn't far from me, says United. You need to go to Bumblebee's house and pick some of his vegetables. They probably use them all, though, because they have a lot of canning videos as well. I think they use everything they grow. Tessa says she uses her fodder system for her chickens, rabbit, cat, dogs. Our animals are weird. Quail and parakeets. So your cats and dogs even eat your fodder? Do you use barley seed or what do you use, Tessa? Guns and Buck says, this is cool. Hi, this is great. You should do more of these. Thanks for coming in, Guns and Bucks. This is my first real live chat where I'm inside where I can actually see the screen and you guys can hear me okay over the wind. I plan to do more. I didn't, when I first got on, I was like, okay, when am I going to get one person? And then all of a sudden it said 17. So yeah, this is really cool, just interacting and talking with everybody. Annette says, I'm doing good, getting ready to fix up the raised flower bed here at the apartment complex I live in. Awesome, Annette. You gonna plant any kind of special flowers, or are you just gonna do random things, or what do you plan on doing, Annette? The Oklahoma Rock says, we bought ours from a man in Tulsa, 16 by 100 by 9. Took it down, hauled it. Now we need to get her done all by ourselves. We got the sunshade too. Wow. Man, Yokohama, I've seen some on Craigslist, and they all said you must disassemble and haul yourself. And man, if I had some more help, I would probably try to buy one because they were really cheap, it seemed like. Tammy says, don't touch Tina's sweet potatoes. She will lose her temper on you. Yes, she will. I have not watched Bumblebee's Dollywood video. I need to go watch that. Beautiful where Bumblebee lives. It's the west side of the same mountain range. Beth says you are doing great with this live thing. Thank you, Beth. Thank you all for bearing with me on this first live chat. Wow, the time goes by when you guys are talking, and everything's everybody's carrying on conversations. It says I've already been on here for an hour and 41 minutes. Wow, you guys are awesome. Tessa says, yeah, my cat and dogs like to snack on the wheatgrass. I use peas, beans, sunflower, barley, broccoli, alfalfa, red hard wheat, kale. Wow. Radishes even. Tessa, do you mix all those seeds in to one tray on your fodder system, or do you just do like one seed per tray? Ruby said, Bumblebee Junction's Dollywood video is next on the list for me to watch. Guns and Bucks said, I really hope this channel gets huge so that I can say I was subscribed since 1,000. Yeah, you were one of the first ones subscribed, and you stayed with us, Guns and Bucks. We appreciate it. I hope we grow big as well. This takes time. Annette says, I am going to plant a Mr. Lincoln rose bush and various flowers. There is a dogwood tree and one tulip already in the raised flower bed. That will be very pretty. You and Mark live on the border of North Carolina and Tennessee. That's very pretty in that area. Smoky Mountains. I don't think I've ever been to Tennessee. Flew over it a couple of times, and it's amazing. Yokohama, I printed this stuff off. I will send you the link in the email. Awesome. Thank you, Yokohama. We'll have to stay in touch on all this stuff. You got me interested in all that now. I don't know where the time goes, but it's, you know, this is a lot of fun, this talking to you guys and having a live chat going. It's actually easier than making a video, that's for sure. DJ says you did awesome on your live chat. Thanks, DJ. I just really wanted to get on here. I didn't plan on staying on here. I just wanted to get on here and wanted to see how this worked with this MacBook, because last time I used a cell phone and I didn't like it real well because I couldn't hardly see the live chat and it was hard to interact with you guys. But if I go outside, I'll probably use a cell phone because I don't know any other way to do it. But as long as I'm doing live chat in the house, this is the way it'll be. Tessa says, I mix for the chickens and quail because they don't care. The rest are picky, so I rotate what I grow for them. That is interesting. Really neat, Tessa. Thanks for sharing that with us. We are planting roses come through. The hips are loaded with vitamin C, also an Oklahoma rose. I didn't know that, Oklahoma. That's really neat. Ruby's Root, thank you so much for stopping in, and thank you for being an awesome subscriber. And thanks for watching this live chat, and always comment on our videos. You are very well appreciated. Smoky Mountains, he lives near Hot Springs. Cool. Tessa, yes, we do have a Facebook page. You can go to Facebook and look up Hidden Heights Farm, and hopefully you should see it. It has the same logo as I have here on Facebook, because I think there's another Facebook page similar to our name. But yeah, get on there and send me a message or something. I'm very interested. Tammy says rose hips and ginger is my favorite blend to make tea. Never tried that, Tammy. I've always been interested in that too. That's pretty neat. Annette says I've got to wait for the rain to get over with, and let the flower bed dry up so I can pull the weeds up and clean some of that trash out of it. Check out my channel because I haven't. Okay, Annette, I will check it out. Awesome. Ken, man, every video I have bloopers. I just don't know. I only put them in, I think, 1 or 2. I haven't been putting them in any. Editing takes so much time. I just hit that delete key now. Hopefully I'll get better like Dutch one day and not have to edit so much. Yokohama, I know this live is great. I love the video on cleaning incubators. She was very informative. Yeah, Rachel did an awesome job. She's new at this. She's only done a couple videos, but it comes natural to her. So I need to talk her into doing some more videos. We're just super busy right now with the kids. They just started baseball. Their first game is actually Monday and Tuesday, and both our kids play, and they're playing in different places. So it's going to be a little bit of a struggle. Verna, glad to watch your channel, Kevin. Thank you, Verna, for always watching. We appreciate it. United We Stand says, I live in the southwestern toe of North Carolina. Nice hat. Thanks. Now, I was just talking about this hat earlier in the live chat. Night, Ruby's Roo. Thanks for coming in again. Guns and Bucks. I was talking about that earlier as well, reading all these comments. I don't know how the bigger channels do it. I know I've been on some of the bigger channels, and the chat just flies super fast. There's no way they can keep up with it. But being a smaller channel, I guess, has its perks. I can actually interact with all you guys on this live chat and keep up with the chat, and I can actually read it. It's not going too fast. Yokohama, I grow ginger. Candied is great. Wow. We have not grown ginger, but I want to try ginger as well. I've never tried it candied. Is ginger pretty easy to grow? Tammy says, ginger is great for the tummy. I dehydrate it, blend it, and use it on my food. Tig Johnson says, hi from Connecticut. Enjoy your videos. Tig, thanks for coming in this live chat, and thanks for watching the videos, and welcome. Annette says, I'm still learning how to do editing in my videos and still have no clue how to do it. Oh, Annette, it takes a long time to get it down. I'm still learning too. It's not easy. There's so many different ways to do it and so many tools and programs out there. Possibilities are endless. It just depends on how much time and learning you want to do. So I got a couple people from Connecticut in here. Cool. There was I did have somebody from Ireland in here and someone from England earlier, United Kingdom anyways. Yokohama rocks. I would love to grow it, but Canada is too cold, and also in the wheelchair. I use buckets for growing on my patio. A lot of people I've noticed has been using buckets and containers to grow things, and they do really well with it. Oklahoma says we mix raw honey, lemon, and ginger. Put in the fridge. Good for tea, sore throat. I bet that works really good. Annette, you're doing awesome, Kevin, and I love watching your videos and family videos. Annette, you're one of the subscribers as well. It's always been with us, and we appreciate you always leaving positive comments and watching all the videos. So thank you very much. Oklahoma says it's so easy to grow. You can buy one and let it sit until you see growth and cut into pieces and put it in the pot. Keep it moist and it'll grow. I'm going to have to try that. Guns and Bucks. All right, I've got things I've got to do tomorrow. I wish I was able to stay and watch longer. Have a good night, and I hope you do this again. I'll definitely do it again, Guns and Bucks. Thanks for staying with us and coming in and checking this live chat out. We'll see you next time. I like your channel because you're down-to-earth kind of person. Oh, I mean, I just try to be me. I don't try anything special. Just a normal person. Don't have no special abilities or anything, but thank you for that. I boil my ginger and save the water. Then I candy it with stevia, put it in dehydrator. That sounds interesting. I used it to put in the oven, but a friend bought me the dehydrator for Christmas, and I'm loving it. Next on my list is Jerry Jerky. Oh, man, it's hard to beat Jerry Jerky in a dehydrator. I killed a pretty decent-sized buck this year, and I ground the whole thing up, and we made jerky with every ounce of the meat that we got off of that thing. Bumblebee says he's back. Welcome back, Mark. And hopefully some of the folks from our Facebook page will follow. Thanks, Mark. We appreciate your help, man. Annette says, you're very welcome because I've learned a lot by watching your guys' videos. Annette, that's awesome. We appreciate you watching, and I'm glad that you've learned stuff. And we've learned stuff from all you guys as well, just by the comments, you know. Leaving tips and advice on the comments. We learn a lot from that. And we actually do try and listen to everybody. You know, we don't know everything. I only use raw honey. I have a friend who raises bees. It's hard to beat raw honey, especially local. Bring the pot back inside the garage in winter, cut it back. Yeah, so we made a lot of jerky, and on half of the meat that we put in the dehydrator, I seasoned it with some of the scorpion pepper flakes, some of the habanero, and some of the jalapeno. Oh man, some of it was so hot, and as soon as you stuck it in your mouth, you were sweating, but it was really good. I don't use a lot of salt whenever we dehydrate, so we freeze most of it. Because if you don't use salt, it will start to get moldy and stuff. So we keep it in the freezer, and then we pull out a bag once we finish off a bag, and then it stays fresh that way. Hey, Rob. What's going on, Rob Thompson? He says, you got an awesome channel, Kevin. Thank you, Rob. We appreciate you coming in. Eric Hill, I just seen on Facebook from Bumblebee Junction. Awesome, Eric. Thanks for coming in. I think I'm saying your name right. Yokohama says, "Yay, I hear the chainsaw. Mike had to replace the carburetor we got." Oh man, them chainsaws are a pain to keep running sometimes. I've got some old chainsaws out in my shop that I need to work on. Some old Stills and Husqvarnas. They're great saws. They just don't run right now because I don't use them all the time, and they set, and the carburetor gets gunk in it. Do you have a lot of timber where you live, Yokohama? Yeah, Tammy, on that hot deer jerky we made, I killed that deer before Thanksgiving, and we got the jerky made before Thanksgiving. So on Thanksgiving, at all our family gatherings, I carried around the bag of it. And you know how everybody always wants a piece of deer jerky if you got it. So I didn't hesitate to hand it out, and most people only took one piece and didn't even eat it all. It was super hot. It was a little too hot, actually. Rob says, "Great channel, Kevin. I left the idea for your fruit cheese in your other video. I hope it helps." Thanks, Rob. I'll definitely check it out as soon as I get off of here. You're right, Tammy. Salt cures. I couldn't think of the word a while ago. Salt does cure the meat, and I don't like a lot of salt on things, so I didn't want to have problems from high salt intake or sodium intake. So I try to keep a lot of the salt out of it. I do use some of it, but not enough to cure it. Tom Jones, hi from Michigan. What's going on, Tom Jones? Thanks for stopping in. Nancy from Illinois, hello, how are you? Annette says, "You can tell Rachel and the kids that I'm going to make a bee water and put it in the flower bed once I get cleaned out and plant flowers and the rosebush in it." I will tell them, Annette, and they did a really good job making that video about the bee waterers. Yokohama rocks. The pull rope broke on the small tiller too. Stuff is breaking. Yes, we do have a lot of trees. We prune them, mulch it for our gardens. I need to get some kind of a mulcher because we have tons of trees on our property too, and we usually just burn them. Well, let me rephrase that. We burn the limbs. Anything big enough to cut up and split for firewood, we'll do that. But we burn a lot of limbs and stuff that could be used for beneficially for our garden if I had a mulcher or a chipper. All right, United, I've heard it both ways. People tell me I need to drain the chainsaw from gas, and then some people say that if it's drained, that the tubes get dry and dry out and crack. So I'm not sure which way to go on that because I keep hearing it both ways. James, tomorrow. All right, so today I went and bought I bought 3 rows of the 4x4 goat fence that are 330 feet a piece. And if you guys followed the past videos I've put out on the hillside that I'm trying to fence in, I've got all my posts driven. Okay, the problem I have is these rows of fencing, or these the fencing I have, they weigh 261 pounds a piece, and on this steep terrain, it's going to be super hard to manhandle. So right now I'm trying to build a mount on a Polaris Ranger side-by-side that we have so I can unroll the fencing down the hill and do it kind of safely because I can't manhandle 261 pounds of metal fencing. So that's what I'm going to try to work on tomorrow. I don't know if I'll actually get any fencing started because we have some family birthday parties we have to attend tomorrow. So, and it's supposed to be super cold in the morning, so I don't know what all I'll get done for sure. Nancy says it's raining again. Ah, man, I'm ready. I'm ready for it to dry out. It's springtime. Everything's green. I'm ready to be able to get out and enjoy it every day. Beth says, everyone hit that like button. Yes, please, guys, hit that like button. We appreciate it if you do. We rent a big chipper once a year. Save the big stuff for fire pit. That's what I need to do. I don't want to buy one because I wouldn't use it that much. But, you know, if we rented one for a weekend, I think we could chip up enough limbs where we could have a huge pile. Bumblebee says to take those branches and just roll your compost pile over on them. They will break up quick. Have to try that. I haven't been keeping up with my compost pile. I need to, but the chickens keep getting in it and spreading it out like crazy, and I have to rake it up, and then the next day they do it again. I think I'm just going to have to put a fence around it. Annette says you can store the chainsaw with gas and oil in it. I learned that from when my dad was a logger. Cool. An acre is 200 by 200, right? That's a lot of fencery, pretty much. I can't remember the square footage. I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. But I'm putting up I think it's about 900 feet of fence. Just to add an additional little pasture onto the side of another little pasture we have. Just so I don't have to spray or try to cut the trees down from this hillside. I'll let the goats in there and do their job, and they can help me out, and they can get the nutrition from all the plants and trees that they eat up in there. Eric says, we have 3 fainting goats. I would like to get some movable fencing. So they do, if you go to Premier One, they have a lot of that mobile fencing, and I don't think it's too expensive. It's more of the electric fence, like the netting. Bumblebee Junction says, guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, there is a subscribe button right over there by his logo. Yeah, guys, if you're new here watching me, we'd appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. It'd be awesome. Keep up with our videos and leave comments. Thanks, Mark. Tammy says, doesn't it suck when life gets in the way of farming? Tammy, we don't have to farm. You know, we do it. We both have full-time jobs, but farming is just a benefit to us. And we just like living out in the country and raising our kids out here and teaching them things. So can't let it stress us out because we don't have to do it for a living. It's more fun that we do it for, but we benefit off of it. On the $125, get Friday ticket back Monday. That's not bad. There's a lot of companies around here that mulch trees, like the power companies and stuff. And I work for a power company, but they take all the mulch back that they chip up, and they just burn it. If I could go get a load, you know, that'd be nice, but I haven't ever really had the time to do it. Mike says we put Sta-Bil in our chainsaws with fuel in them during the winter. I do too. I put Sta-Bil in just about everything that stores gas in it now. Stuff seems to work great. Ken, might want to check out the owner's manual about long-term storage. Different manufacturers have different instructions for the particular model. I don't know. I've never used one myself. Yeah, you're right. They all have different instructions, but as long as you use pure gas, I think you're good. If you buy the stuff with ethanol in it, it eats those hoses inside your gas tank. Mark, that's what I used to do. I would always try to start them, you know, here and there, but I never could remember every time. So they ended up sitting for 3, 5, 6 months, you know. Yes, Mike, that's what my dad did when he had firewood cutting business. Our place is a work in progress to retire in. Yep. Hey, Nancy, good channel subscriber. Awesome. Thank you so much for subscribing. And thanks for coming over to this live chat. Eric says, I feel you love living in the country. Definitely. When me and Rachel first moved out of our parents' houses, we before we got married, we lived in the city for 6 months and rented, and man, there's no way. There's no way. We both grew up in the country, and I just didn't like living in the city. Not for me. I use my chainsaw year-round, probably more in the winter. Same here. I don't like using chainsaw in the summer, mostly because of all the bugs and spiders and ticks and snakes out. James Crow, me too. United we stand. 2 hours. Brenda says 2 hours of video and going. I wish I could stay, but gotta go. I really enjoyed this live stream. See you. Brenda, thank you so much for coming over and joining us in this live stream. Come back. Yeah, guys, it's been 2 hours, so I probably need to wrap it up and get off here. Sorry for the ones that just came in here, but I need to go spend some time with the family. And I haven't got to see Kaya much today because she's been sick all night and resting all day. So I'm going to wrap it up and get off here. But I appreciate everybody coming and talking with me. This has been awesome. I will definitely try to do this again. And thank you guys for the continued support. I appreciate everybody that's helping us out along this way. We're still a small channel, but eventually we'll get big with the help of all you guys. I will do it. I will tell her to feel better quick. All right, guys, if you haven't hit that thumbs up, hit that thumbs up, and we'll catch you next time, guys. Keep checking out the videos. Have a good weekend.